Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the headquarters from the show PJ Masks. If you enjoy this video, please do remember to hit that like button, as it really does help me and the channel out immensely. And if you enjoy this build, please share it with a friend. I bet that they'd enjoy it as well. But without any further ado, let's get started. Before we begin, I can tell you that the headquarters will only require a 12 block by a 12 block area on the ground, so it's not that huge. We also only need all of these materials that you can see in my hotbar right now. Please pause the video if you need time to gather them all, and once you do have them, we may begin. So, once you have all of your stuff, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I would recommend that if you have made this grid in your world, 12 by 12, really easy, that you begin on the front right hand corner of the grid. Count to the left by 2. 1, 2. Begin by placing a row of 8 purple concrete moving left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then, looking down at the ground, place 2 purple concrete moving back and to the left. 1, 2. Then place 7 moving backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, still looking at the ground, place 2 purple concrete back and right. 1, 2. Then place 7 going right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place 2 purple concrete in front of and to the right, like this. 1, 2. And then move down by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Connect back to the front of the build by placing a purple concrete diagonally like so. And once you have done that, we can now progress on to the next part. So, now that we have this shape, we want to place 7 additional layers of purple concrete on top of this shape. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks of purple all the way around the build. So that means that every single block of purple that we have made in our circular shape wants to be raised up to be as high as the shape that we have just made. So every single one of them, 7 rows of purple, you guys know what to do. So now, once we have raised up the original shape by 7 rows of purple, we then want to place a layer of blue terracotta on top of the shape that we have just made. So it should be fairly simple to do. Simply add a ring of terracotta on top of the purple. We then, continuing the shape, this is very repetitive, we want to add 8 additional layers of purple concrete. So that will look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Except those 8 rows will of course be all the way around, directly on top of the purple terracotta, or blue terracotta, it just resembles purple, on top of the blue terracotta. So all of the rows of purple want to be made as high as the one that we have right there. Whatever way you like to do it, preferably not the way that I've just done because I've really just messed that up really nicely. Any way you want to do it is completely fine, whether you go around in circles and gradually add rows, or whether you kind of do what I'm doing now, which is we're just raising up each row individually. I myself find this way a little bit faster and a little bit more fun to do, but that's just me. Accomplish this task in any way that you like, and we'll reconvene once both of us have raised this all the way up to be 8 rows high. Wonderful. So now we have 8 additional rows of purple concrete, and what we now want to do is, using blue terracotta, we want to add another layer of blue terracotta directly on top of what we have just made. So going around exactly how we did before, we want to add another layer of blue terracotta on top of our purple. And once more, once you have done that, this is the last time we have to do this, I promise you, add 8 rows of purple concrete on top of the blue terracotta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. However, this is absolutely everywhere on top of the blue terracotta. I think this time I'm going to use this method in which I just kind of like keep going around the shape and add just like rings of purple concrete. As I said, it really doesn't matter how you arrive at all of these rows. All that matters is that the end result is that eventually you do have all of these rows of purple concrete that are 8 rows high. And as I did mention, this is the last time that we've got to do this. Perfect. So for the last time, we have added all of our rows of purple. This is the shape that we should end up with. Kind of reminds me of like purple dynamite. Next, we want to work our way inside of the shape, and we want to place blue terracotta on the inside of the rows of blue terracotta that we have placed previously. So you can see it from the outside. I want you to double up on the rows of blue terracotta that you have on the outside. Now, there are only 2 rows of blue terracotta. That one's the first, and if we just drop down 8 rows here, we want to have the same. So this naturally helps us plan out flaws to this build, which is cool, but it's also going to add detail. You see, once you have this, you see, we only have the 2 rows of it. If you work your way outside, I want you to destroy the initial row of blue terracotta, and that is also on the corners. If you just remove a layer, then we will now have added the natural separations that you see in the headquarters. As it's not one big smooth building, like it is up top. It's more like this, where it has gradual indentations moving horizontally throughout the entire build. And that's what we're replicating with the blue terracotta that we're now deleting right now. So, I think that we can both agree that that actually looks quite a bit better. That doesn't look too bad, right? Well, once you have done that, I want to put a lid on this, quite literally. Grab the purple concrete. Our goal is to have a row of purple concrete that sits above all of this empty space, and it covers it up. So very much like a jigsaw puzzle piece, we are filling in the entire top of the build. However, it is one row upwards as to create a level of depth, and it's just far more of an interesting shape than it would be otherwise. So just completely fill it in as I'm doing now. However, very important that we remain one row above the actual build, just like that. Okay, so this build is missing something at the top as well. If you come to so let's say you want to locate the front of the build, which took us a while to find because it's equal on all four sides at the moment. This is the front of my build. So find the front of yours and locate this block in particular on the left of the build. So this is like front facing back. We want to find this block on the left of the build. And I want you to place a purple concrete on top of this block. Raise up that purple concrete again and extend it right by 2. 1, 2. Extend the purple concrete up again and extend right by 1. And extend it up again, and that's what you're after. You're after this shape, which we then want to extend backwards by an entire row, all of it, extend it backwards by an entire row, and that is one of the pointy ears at the top of the headquarters. Do the same on the opposite side. So on the opposite side, literally the right side, we want to locate this block. So front facing back, we want to locate this block right here and place a purple concrete. Place a purple on top and extend it left by 2. 1, 2. And then on top of that same block, extend it up 1, left 1, and then up 1 once more. Then take every single block and extend it one row behind. And we will end up with this shape right here, which is looking pretty good so far. Now, next thing, we have to add each one of the 3 individual masks. So we want to come to the front of the build and all the way down to the bottom. And we want to, beginning from the bottom front left-hand corner of the build, which is this, we want to extend to the right by 1, okay? And then up by 1. This is where we're going to be kicking things off with a lime concrete in front of the build. Then go up 1. And then left 1. Up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Go right 1. Up 1. And then go right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down 1. Right 1. Down by 3. 1, 2, 3. Go left 1. Down 1. Connect left. I want you to split this shape up the middle by taking the 2 middle rows and connecting them top to bottom. Like so. I want you to then fill in this gap here on the bottom left, bottom right, up left, like this. Destroy all of the purple concrete in the empty spaces that we have, and replace said purple concrete with green concrete. Like that. Now that is mask number 1. Let's move our way upwards now to the middle section, and beginning on the same part as the bottom section, this is the middle section. We want to take this block, we want to move right 1, up 1, place a light blue concrete. Then go up 1, left 1, and then go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go right 1, down 1, right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 1, right 1, down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left 1, down 1, connect left to give you this shape right here. We then want to add a row of blue concrete down in the bottom here, left to right. We want to split the empty space up the middle using the 2 middle rows. And we want to add a light blue concrete in this corner and this corner. We then want to delete all of the purple blocks inside of the empty space and replace it this time with sea lanterns, because these eyes in particular glow for the blue mask, which is really cool. Now, let's move our way upwards again, and we want to this time, this is a little bit different. I want you to start on the top left hand corner this time of this particular part of the headquarters. And I want you to take this block, move right, and then down. So we're beginning from here. Place a red concrete and extend it left by 5, or right by 5 I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then go down 1, right 1. Down by 2. 1, 2. Place a block bottom left diagonally. And then go left 1. And place a block bottom left diagonally. And left 1. Place a block up left diagonally. And left 1. Place a block up left diagonally. And up by 2 to connect backwards. This is the shape that we require. This is easy. Add a row of red concrete underneath the top of the shape. Split the shape up the middle using red concrete in the 2 middle rows. Then delete the remaining purple concrete blocks and replace them with black terracotta, which looks an awful lot like brown to me, but hey, maybe I'm colorblind, I don't know. So this is what we want to have so far, which looks really cool in my opinion. It looks quite simple, but yeah, it's just got that look. I love it. Okay, now we have to do what I will refer to as the wings to the headquarters. I want you to locate the right middle section of the headquarters. And I want you to begin from this block right here. So let me give you some context to find it. This is the middle right hand side. We have found this block here, which is the top left hand corner of this side. We then want to move to the right by 1, 2, and 3. And from this block, we want to place outwards a row of 3 purple. 1, 2, 3. Then move down by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 1, right 1. Up 1, right 1. And then go up by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go left 1, up 1, and then move left and connect to the headquarters. Like so. Then, I want you to take this block right here in between the 2 layers of the headquarters and place a light blue concrete inside this block. Then extend that light blue concrete right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the same just above. Then take the last 2 blocks which are dangling over and extend them down by 2 rows. 1, 2. Place green concrete underneath this, the lime I should say specifically, and place 2 rows. 1, 2. Extend those rows to the right by 1. Take the top of this and place 3 red concrete coming up. 1, 2, 3. And place those 2 red blocks and place an additional layer to the right by 1, like the 2 red blocks, 1, 1, like this. Then fill the rest of the shape in using purple concrete. And that is going to be the first side successfully made. Then all you have to do to finish this off is add an additional row of purple concrete, completely purple because I'm not going to make the back patterned. However, if you did want to, all you would have to do is just copy one side onto the other. It'd be quite easy. However, I'm making the back of this particular wing, as I'll call it, purple. So this is now right in the dead center of this particular side of the statue. And as you can see, it really does add something to the build. It's very cool. Let's come to the opposite side now, on the opposite side of the build, which means that we have located, this is the middle left side of the build. Find this block, the one that is top right hand corner, like as you look at it from the side, top right hand corner here. Move to the left by 1, 2, 3. And place a row of 3 purple concrete coming out. 1, 2, 3. And then go down by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go up 1, left 1. Up 1, left 1. And then we have to go up by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then go right 1, up 1, connect back to the headquarters. So we have this shape. I then want you to place a light blue concrete sandwiched between these 2 rows of purple, the upper and lower part of the headquarters. Extend the light blue concrete left by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And add a row of blue concrete on top. Take the 2 overhanging blue concretes and extend them down by 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And place 2 rows of lime underneath. 1, 2, 1, 2. Extend the lime left by 1. Then place 3 red concrete on top of the lime. 1, 2, 3. Extend the 2 bottom red left by 1. Fill in the remainder of the wing like this. So you will be left with this shape right here. All we have to do to finish this off is add a layer of purple concrete directly behind everything that we have just made. And once again, I'm not patterning the particular backs of the wing. It's not because I'm lazy, it's because I just think that that's the way that it should be. I think it looks a little bit better without it being the same on both sides. However, you could easily do the same thing to the back by just copying what you have on the front. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the PJ Masks headquarters. Doesn't it look great? So this is what your headquarters should look like once it has been 100% fully completed. It's very visually striking, I love the colours, and I think it makes a great statement in your world. And it is of course functional. If you want to use it as a headquarters, simply break into the base and add a door. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to hit that like. It really helps me out so much. If you have enjoyed the content enough to make it or watch to this point, please share it with a friend. I bet they'd love it too. If you would like to keep up to date with the channel, please subscribe by clicking the little bell next to the subscription button, also to keep up to date with the channel even better. And if you do have any more comments and suggestions, leave them down below as a comment. I want to know what you guys want to see. And on top of all of those things too, if you would like to make anything else by me, of which there is a huge variety, then please check out the card system and the description below for all of my other builds. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys that watches my videos and shows me no end of support. I appreciate every single one of you so much. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!